Hey everyone, this is Walida coming at you with questions of the day. Now, I kind of had to ask some folks over on my on the Discord channel that I'm on, and I had about different people give me questions and multiple questions. So today, tonight, I am going to I am going to answer pyrotechnicians questions. One of their questions is describe the first episode of your favorite show. That would have to be the first anime that I watched, and that would be the English dub of Sailor Moon. Now, for some odd reason, and I don't know if people remember this episode. Well, not the episode, the channel. It was called. Oh goodness, I forgot the name of it. But it was oh goodness, it was like a cable channel, and I believe it was called USA, something like that, because it had cartoons during the daytime, but then usually at nighttime, that's when you would see like the wrestling shows. But but yeah, that was my. But yeah, Sailor Moon was the first anime that I was introduced to. However, I didn't see the like beginning of season one. It started at oh goodness, what was it? Flight to the Finish. That was the, if no one remembers, let me do a small recap. Because during the first season of Sailor Moon, that's when we got the inner Senshis, and they were at this time they were fighting the Negaverse, and the first general that they were up against was Jedi. This episode, once again, this was the first one I've seen. Essentially, this was the one where it was just Serena, Amy, and Ray, and they had defeated. Well, not so much as they did it themselves, but more so it was Jedi who, boy, did not pay attention what was happening, and I understand. I believe I was in the fourth grade. I believe I did the third. No, I think I was in the third grade, but I'm pretty sure the context was he got ran over by an airplane, but obviously because hey, this is America, so they kind of figured, no, this has to be, rated Y. We can't show death and such to the kids. Then again, there's so many things that they could not show us with Sailor Moon, and I'm still upset because I'm kind of like, I mean, if you had brought stars over here, that would have been awesome. Because I did get confused, because I was a bit on the confused side when uh when um when Sailor Moon Super came, and everyone should know this by now that Michiru and Haruka, it's like, everyone knows they were lovers in the Japanese version, but in the American version they were cousins. And even before people knew about them being lesbians, some of their interactions was a little bit iffy, kind of on the more, incest side, but anywho, so that's the first question I'm answering. The second one would be, who would be the one person in all of history to punch in the face really hard, and why? That's not a fair question. Oh goodness. Um, that's not a fair question, if only because there are so many people I really want to punch in the face or do worse. Um, I can't just say, I can't just do one person. Seriously. I got too many I could think of. I'm kind of like, can I, just really punch can I punch the dudes who, assassinated John F. Kennedy, or, person who had, assassinated Martin Luther King. Um, can I assassinate the fuckers who who burnt down, the library. Everyone knows which library I'm talking about, but if you don't, then gosh darn it, you're too young. I'm trying to think, who else would I want to punch? I mean, I'm probably going to sound I probably will sound cliche if I say, I would want to punch the living daylights out of Hitler. Now, obviously I'm pretty sure just look at me. I don't think I have to explain why. But in the context that unfortunately I kind of have to in some cases. Well, let's see here. Why would I want to punch Hitler? Well, besides the fact, essentially kind of dealing with someone who is like him, unfortunately, who's currently in office right now. I'm not going to say names because, well, I really don't want to think about it, but it's not so much as, he, because of the Holocaust and everything, and he was the main, one of the main reasons why America got into, why we, was part of the war and everything. Now, granted, some people will unfortunately end up saying they can understand why he did it. Why, not so much, why he just rounded up the Jews, but also why he rounded up, he also rounded other cultures up. And I kind of have to, people who've done this, and sad thing is, one person who has said this, I know them, and I'm like, okay, I can't associate with you because you not so much just look just like me, but you are black and you are a female, and probably I don't know what their sexuality is, but also, oh yes, also everyone knows that, yeah, he did incarcerate people who were, who were part, part of LGBT plus, but yeah, and I don't want to think about that because I'm unfortunately having flashbacks of all the different videos they showed us at the all-girls school I was at pertaining to the Holocaust. And even now, I know I consider myself to be a pessimistic person who's just numb and everything, but stuff like that, I really just can't handle it. So I hope this suffices, and I don't know when, but I will get to the other questions later. So until then, you can send me a message on Discord. I will have a link in the description, or you can send it over to my Tumblr. I'll also have that in the description. And I shall talk to y'all later. Bye!